So we are currently in a board meeting right now, trying to wrap this thing up because you know what time it is. It's time. Listen.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I am out of here. Guys, as you can see behind me, the conditions is probably a little different than you thought they would be maybe. But the reason why I'm bringing this review here is because you've seen the homie on the cover photo ask the question, what is the cheapest lakefront golf course in Michigan? Yeah, you know, everybody that probably golfs in Michigan knows about Arcadia Bluffs and all that stuff, but where is the spot to be at a price where we don't have to worry about our kids eating ramen noodles for the rest of our life? Well, I got one here, guys. You seen where we're at? We're at Manistee Country Club, and walking into the clubhouse here, I'm telling you, when the gentleman here gave me the price, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. What's the summer prime rates? My rates was 55 weekdays and 75 on weekends. Perfect. So appreciate it. Thank you. They just dropped a week ago. Nice. Excited.
All right, so like I said, it's my first time playing here. Me only paying $40. This may be huge. Here they have the gold tee boxes right on the fairway to help out, you know, seniors and whoever. But so far, I'm excited for this. The putting range, as you see, is right next to hole number 1. If you plan on warming up on the driving range like me, please show up about an hour early. The driving range is not right off of the clubhouse or anything like that. It's almost easier to drive down the street with your car, as you see the gentleman right here, and doing it that way. Don't expect when you get out there, if they do let you, I don't even know if they will let you, because you have to drive up hole number 8, you know, zigzag around the course to get to there. So please, if you are like me and you like hitting the driving range, please show up early. It's a guarantee. All right, but moving on from there, hole number 1, you're gonna have a pretty good audience watching you tee off. So get those jitters out. Don't even worry about it. You know, put that goat hat on and go out there and just hit your best shot. Had my pops and my uncle out there, man, and we had an absolute blast. Now listen to me. I know you all are waiting. When you get out here, you're gonna be like, is this place even on Lake Michigan? All right, play holes 1 and 2 just kind of normal, you know, not expecting anything, because you're not gonna really see much. Hole number 2, you'll see like a little glimpse when you get to the putting green, that there's something special. But hole 3, that's when the magic's gonna happen, you guys, I'm telling you. All right, hole number 3, you're kind of tucked in from the tee box, back up in some trees. Is pretty cool. But when you get out there, you hit the best shot of your life right out there in the middle of the fairway. I'm telling you, it's gonna feel like you're on hole number 3 of Arcadia Bluffs. All right, I'm telling you from experience. When you get to hole number 4, man, you're right there on the water. I'm just gonna keep referring how much I paid for this round. You're just gonna see that just pop in the corner there like that. But I'm telling you, to get views like this for around this price is unreal. One thing I will say about this course, if it's your first time out here, we must have had members behind us, because the rate of play was unbelievable. Go ahead, Joey. I am the most conscious person you'll probably ever meet when it comes to pace of play at a golf course. And I tell you what, we had some Speedy Gonzaleses behind us. We didn't even get to really enjoy, like fully enjoy the beauty of it, because we were just worried, you know, about keeping the pace going at the pace that we felt the members were at. So if it's your first time out here and you're in a twosome, just let them, soak up the pride, let a couple foursomes go past so you can just get the experience of this, especially if you're driving over 2 hours. A lot of the members maybe live in the city right there, so it's just like they're just going and hitting at a course that they hit at every day. So it's just like, let's get through this round so we can go get some lunch, but for you, you want to just soak in some of the beauty of this course. So just keep that in mind. That was so crazy to me how fast it was playing. I'm telling you, we got through 18 in probably, like, I'd say close to 3 hours. So just please just be conscious of that. If you got members behind you, just let them know at the turn or something like that. It's your first time out here. You're just trying to soak in the beauty of this course, but just let that. That's an important point. Yeah, we were getting pushed heavy. The difficulty, I would say, is not bad. The tee boxes, I think from the tips, tee box is only like 5,600 yards. This is a course where you come out to and you can feel very good about yourself and your game and show off. It's not that much trouble. But let's get into the amenities. All right, so they don't have the updated screens in the carts, and some of the carts are newer, some of them are older. It's kind of a first come, first serve, so however it's going throughout the day, you may get chosen with either. But we got a newer cart. Our tee time was fairly early, so just be ready for that. Carts got us through up there and fine, but for the price, I'm not tripping at all about the carts. Inside really gives you a country club feel. I'm gonna go through this at the end, but you see they have lockers, they have TVs in there. It's literally a place where you can go and spend the day. You have a round and then you come back and you watch a football game after that. It's legit. One thing I do wish is that they had schematics explaining a little bit better locations on certain holes. As you see on this hole, I can't remember the exact hole number of it, but you either had a shot across or you had a easy shot that you could get to the green. It wasn't very clear. We didn't know which direction the hole was, so I just wish there was a little bit more clarity on certain holes like this, but not tripping at all. I just played a smooth, safe shot, and if it's your first time out here, play a safe shot as well. This par 3 is insane, okay? This par 3, I would have to say that if you're not careful, you could fall off the side of this cliff on this par 3. Absolutely beautiful hole. Do not, I repeat, do not play this hole long. Don't go past this green, all right? Or else you're dead, hands down. Okay, so take the safe shot. I played it short. It did look like it kind of fell off, and I had my drone in the air, of course. So I played it short on purpose, and got up out of there. There's just some beautiful locations at this course, man. I'm so highly impressed by what I experienced here. There was no Bev card homies out there, and they don't, clean your clubs afterwards. But like I said, all this stuff I'm not tripping about because of the price. All right. So very, some very good aspect. The restaurant did look good. We did not go in there to eat, but I've heard they have great food there. All right, so after we get past the beautiful views and the unbelievable price for what we're experiencing, let's get into this course. We have to keep it all the way 100, okay? I would have to say that this is probably the great value version of Arcadia Bluffs in the aspect of what the course kind of looked like. I'm trying to put it into the words because I had an absolute awesome time, and this is a course that I'm going to be coming out to like 2 to 3 times per season. But when you get there, don't expect, for the grass was burnt out. If you're off of the green, the grass is just absolutely burnt out. The fairways was good in some conditions. Sit down. The tee boxes were good. The greens were good. Not tripping about that, but there was just dryness, extreme dryness throughout. And it isn't like, in the middle of the summer where we had that long heat stroke. That could have been maybe the aftermath of that. But if they were charging you know, around 100 to 120 or 150 bucks around just because you're on Lake Michigan, then we would look a little bit deeper into that, you know, and saying that, but not saying anything at all. You know, you're coming out here and you're getting an experience that you probably wouldn't be able to get unless you had to go deep in your pockets. So we're not tripping about the conditions at all, but we're not sugarcoating it and saying that it's just, you know, the manicure of the course is perfect. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. But like I said, still had an absolute great time. All right, so just finished up a round over here in Manistee Country Club. And man, I tell you what, for my first time playing here and only living like an hour away, I'm just blown away that something like that is here for the cost that it is. I've driven past it, you know, countless times to go to Arcadia Bluffs, and I gotta tell you, man, it's just unbelievable. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, you know, I cover everything. I'm not saying that, you know, you get the same course manicure as Arcadia Bluffs, but for the price, I tell you what, I'll play here 9 times out of 10 if I'm ever close to here. I paid $40 today to golf 18 holes, 70-degree weather on Lake Michigan. So getting right into it, just covering everything, price, manicure, everything involved, I give this a solid 7.6. Just the views are unbelievable. When you're out on the holes, you get a countless amount. You get some memories, you know, of a lifetime. Cart paths, you know, there's some concrete going around in certain spots. I mean, it's just a solid course for beautiful views. If you just don't have that $220 budget to go play a round of golf, Manistee Country Club is the place to be. Unbelievable. Some of the carts look like they were upgraded. They still do have some of the old carts, but overall, I would kind of compare this course to maybe Indian Trails over in Grand Rapids. A lot of the holes are close. You're going to hear 4 sometimes, but there's not really any way to lose a ball, I would say. Overall, so the difficulty, I would maybe give this probably like a 4.5, 4.6. It's not that difficult. You know, you slice off to the left and you're just probably on a next hole with about a 150-yard shot in. Course is only around 5,600 yards from the tips. So it's a nice ego boost course with good views, I would say. Nothing really bad to say with the price and everything like that. I'm really glad that I made the trip here. I'm glad that it was beautiful views. Staff is excellent. Zach, I didn't get to meet you, but I've heard great things about you, sir. So hopefully I do get to meet you one day. But other than that, this is Chuck with TGV. We'll keep finding these places. And if you guys ever want to get into this stuff or get out here with me, all you got to do is hit me up, ask questions, all of that stuff. I'm doing stuff daily. And as you know, I don't like my subscribers paying for their rounds. So I do whatever I can to provide a great time like that. We got simulator reviews coming in. We have a couple more courses actually logged that we're going to do reviews on like this. But that's it for now. Guys, this is Chuck with TGV. I got to shoot out of here. I got to give the kids some rides on this thing. All right, you all be safe, stay warm, be smooth. We out here, family. Let's get it.